Morning, y'all. So we have a problem with the new truck. When we picked it up and brought the fifth wheel up, we weren't showing power going from the 7-way back, keeping the battery charged. It showed we only had about 2 hours of battery left. So luckily we were within 2 hours, but I'm going to show you how to diagnose this. Alright, so right here is the main fuse compartment. I'm going to open this up. This top just pops right off. I don't know if you can see this very well, but every one of the fuse locations is listed on here. And what we're looking for is we're looking for trailer. So right there, trailer toe is showing as F30. And then if you spin it this way, you can see that you've got a bank of 5 relays, which are these right here. And F30 is on the outside row, 1, 2, 3, fourth one up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, it's a 30 amp. And that shows that it's a 30 amp. So we're gonna pull that and we're gonna test it. This is a very inexpensive multimeter. I got it from Harbor Freight. I think it was $10, $11, but this is why you need to keep one of these with you at all times. These fuses are a pain in the butt to get out. That little tool that is in there, which is right here, doesn't work for squat. Not on the big fuses. Alright, so the way a fuse works is, and it's different from a relay, a fuse has 2 sides to it. It's got a metal piece there and a metal piece there, and then they're joined together. And if you pull more than 30 amps through it, it burns through that metal filament and it disconnects. So what we're going to do is we're going to test the continuity between those two, and a multimeter is perfect for that. So what we're going to do, so right now we're open, meaning there's a break, and if I touch them together we go to 0, showing that there's a connection. That's open, that's closed. So on the fuse we should create if this fuse is good, I'll get continuity all the way through it. If it's bad, it'll show open. So I'm going to plug one in on one side, one on the other side, and this fuse is good. So we know it's not the fuse. So what we'll have to do is we'll go back to the 7-way. Alright, so I'm not a genius. I don't have the 7-way plug memorized. What I did was I pulled up a picture of it on my phone. So I know that this notch right here is the top part of it, and one to the right is the plug that charges the fifth wheel. Right across from it, this one is the negative. So we're going to put our multimeter on DC voltage. Right now I've got them touched, so we've got no voltage. right, so we're at 14.2. We've got power back to here. So this is good. It's either something in the plug or all the way back in the fifth wheel. So this is the 7-way. And you can see that prong right there is the charge. That prong right there is the negative. So all the other lights work, so it's not the negative. I'm wondering if we don't have something wrong with that. What I'm going to do is bend these just a little bit. Then we're going to hook it up and just see, but I'm going to turn the power off at the main breaker first. All right, so this is where the Victron Smart Shunt comes in handy. So right now, you can see we've got the Tandera Smart Shunt. What this is going to do is it's going to let me check. One, we just pulled our fifth wheel off of the power pedestal, so we're showing 100% on the battery, and we're showing a current draw of -4 amps, which is the refrigerator. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this in, and we're going to see. Right, so see how the time remaining has gone up to 20 hours. Our current draw was cut in half, and we've got a voltage of 13.86. I bet one of two things. Either the fuse wasn't properly seated in the truck, or bending and slightly cleaning the cable fixed that problem. And you'll see this voltage here. See how the current went up? It's consistently going down. Let's go back a bit.
I guess you fixed it.
So we're pulling a negative. See that current there? We're pulling a negative 54.45 amps. That means that we're getting basically half an amp going back into the battery to charge it while everything else is running. And you can see the time remaining has gone up to 1 day. It'll keep climbing. So
Problem solved?
Problem solved. Either a dirty contact or now I did notice that in the fuse block itself, when I went through and I checked each one of the fuses, they weren't all pushed all the way down, and it was every single one of them. So I'm thinking that they just didn't get them fully seated from the manufacturer. But anyway, that's why you use keep a multimeter, and it'll let us do temperatures. And what I like about it is it tells you where your plugs are supposed to be in. So see, if I'm there, it tells me that my red one, it tells me that should be in there. That way, you don't hook this up wrong if you don't know the difference between alternating and direct current. It tells you which one to put it in. You won't tear anything up.
Seems like a very useful tool.
So
I'm glad you know how to use it.
I don't know what model this is. All I know is I got it from Harbor Freight. It has a temperature sensor, decibel reader, all that stuff. So anyway, problem fixed. All good. Did you learn something?
I did learn something.